A healthy relationship does not mean a perfect one. Do you agree with me? Let me know in the comment section. But I wasn't grown up in A healthy relationship does not mean a perfect one. Do you agree with me? Let me know in the comment section. But there are behaviors, there are attitudes that we should strive for in every relationship. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys 6 signs or 6 behaviors that take note of in your relationship. We all should strive for in our relationship. Without further ado, let's get straight into the video. In a healthy relationship, you should be able to communicate freely with one another. You should be able to express your fears, your worries, your plans, your vision, everything about you. You should be able to express it without no fear of being judged, without the fear of him shouting at you or her shouting at you, vice versa. Because a healthy relationship is transparent. So there is nothing that you should hide from your partner in a healthy relationship. The second point I'm going to talk about is the fact that in a healthy relationship, you should be supportive of each other, be it the guy or be it the lady. You should be supportive of each other. In a healthy relationship, there is what we call support system. You and your partner are supposed to be supportive. Yes. Your partner has to have your back at every time. You hear what your friends tell you? I got your back. That is what your partner is supposed to do. Have your back at every time. Because when somebody loves you and when you're in a relationship with somebody, they want what is best for you. So they are there to encourage you. They are there to assist you. They are there for you, not only when the going gets good, but also when the going gets tough. They are supposed to be there for you. They are supposed to support you in your journey. They are supposed to support you in everything that you want to do. You push your partner to do something. You know, at times we need that extra push. You might be wanting to do something, but you're kind of reluctant. So your partner should be able to tell you that, oh, my friend, get up, go and do your stuff. Stop sitting there, stop lazing around. So a supportive partner will always want what is best for you. They will support you, they will encourage you to achieve your goals, they will encourage you, they will give you advice, and they will look for all possible means for you to achieve your goal. They're going to support you financially, mentally, whatever means that you need to attain your goals. In a healthy relationship, your partner or the both of you have to be supportive of each other. The fact that you have something that they don't have, they are not going to see you as competition. They're not going to look at you or frown like, but why did she buy a house? Why did she buy a car? Why is she buying this when I don't have it? No, they are going to support you and they'll be proud of your achievements. Before I continue, my name is Lizette. I do lifestyle videos, I do food videos, and I do cooking recipes, and I do videos like this. If you're coming here, this is your first time, you're welcome, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you have not subscribed and you're watching my videos, please guys, subscribe to my channel, click your notification bell, and to the third point. In a healthy relationship, there is supposed to be trust. Your relationship is supposed to be based on trust. If you don't trust somebody, how do you confide in that person? How do you expect to communicate with that person freely? If I don't trust you, I can't tell you my secrets, I can't tell you my fears, I can't tell you about my future goals, because I'll be afraid that you might want to do something that will harm me. So in a healthy relationship, there is supposed to be that balance of trust. I'm supposed to trust you and you trust me back in return. Without trust, it is difficult. I repeat, it is difficult to have emotional intimacy. So in a healthy relationship, you are supposed to trust one another. Trust here means that you're able to confide in your partner, you have confidence in them, and you feel safe in them emotionally and physically. Like you know that when you are with them, you feel safe. When you're with your partner, you know that nothing can harm you. Nothing can harm you because you know that you are under the canopy. Yeah, so a healthy relationship should be based on trust. Where there is trust in a relationship, there is no room for jealousy, there is no room for arguments, there is no room for insecurity, because if I trust you, why should I be insecure? You get it? So in a healthy relationship, there should be that element of trust between the two of you. Continue. I just want to say that I posted some that I talk about the barriers to a relationship. To go and check out the video is very, very important. I'm going to leave it in the cardboard and I'm going to leave it in the description. Another thing you have to check in your relationship is the manner in which you settle agreements. Is it amicably? Is it peacefully? Is it with war? Is it with violence? You have to check that out. So relationships are not perfect. Do you agree with me? Are relationship perfect? I don't think so. Relationships are not perfect. People have misunderstanding will pop in now and there, but we have to be careful the manner in which we settle these disagreements, the manner in which we settle this conflict. You have to be careful. If you keep on disagreeing over a particular issue over and over, means there's no respect there now. Because if somebody respects you and you tell the person that I don't like this, and the person keeps doing, and you guys keep on having a disagreement over that particular issue, then your relationship lack respect. And in a healthy relationship, there is supposed to be respect. So now let me go back to settling disagreement and making to pay keen attention to the manner in which we resolve conflict. In a healthy relationship, you disagree to agree, you don't disagree to fight, you don't disagree to throw slants at one another. When there is a conflict, you look for solution, not blaming one another. You don't put the blame on another person that it's your fault, you should have listened to me. No, you don't blame one another. When there is conflict, you look for solutions before you even start talking about, oh, I wish we should have done it like that. No, you look for solutions rather than putting the blame on one another. And in a healthy relationship, when there is conflict, it's not a time for you to show superiority. I'm the man, I'm the woman, I know this more than you, have experience more than you, so you have to do this. No, it's time for you to understand and communicate. There's a way that you settle solutions without being, when you start witnessing all of that physical violence, all of that moving of hands, shouting, all of that, you have to be careful because things are going to get hot. A healthy relationship will never, I repeat, never ever require you to sacrifice your friends, your relationship with others, your dignity, and your value. No, it's not going to require that. For example, I've seen people that when they are dating, it's like, hey, your friend cannot even come into your house. It's like they start drifting away from their friend. My guy, my girl, why that? This relationship will not require you to sacrifice, or will not take you away from your family, or will not take you away from your friends, but it's going to bring you guys closer. In a healthy relationship, you both add value to one another. Yes. I attended one online meeting and the lady made this statement: your network is your net worth. Do you get it? The people you surround yourself with, they will either influence you positively or negatively. And when they influence you positively, they empower you and you grow. But if you're surrounding yourself with people who don't influence you positively, who don't push you, who don't add value to your life, you're going to feel like you're stagnant. You're going to feel like your life is in one place. So in a healthy relationship, you should add value to each other. Value doesn't only mean that you add value like you have to send money to go to school. No, like teaching me basic things, that's a part of adding value to my life. So in a healthy relationship, you add value to one another, because when you're in a relationship with somebody, you want the best for that person. You want the best for that person. Imagine that you are in a relationship and your partner just graduated with a PhD. And get it, there's that swag that you also have, like, oh man, leave it, my girl is a doctor, don't try me. You understand all of those things. So in a healthy relationship, you add value to one another. Also, in a healthy relationship, your partner should be able to give you space. It's not me and you 24/7. If we are together 24/7, how am I going to know the things that I want for my life? Your partner should give you space to think about your own future, for you to think about your own future, for you to do your own thing, so that you can grow as an individual. And then when you come together, you have something to share. You'll be able to add value into another person. For example, if I am empty, how do you expect me to add value to your life? So you have to give your partner space to develop his or herself personally before partner can have something to pour out to you, also to help you to add value into your life. And you grow together as couples, boyfriend and girlfriend. I don't know what you think. So you have to pay special attention to all of these signs. There are so many of them, but I don't want long videos here because you guys are not going to watch them to the end. So healthy relationship involves two people whose primary focus is to give, to love, and to make sure that the relationship works. So it all depends on you, how you want to make your relationship work. And that's the partner. So guys, we have come to the end of this this talk. I hope that you enjoy it. If you haven't subscribed, please don't forget to subscribe and click on notification bell. So I'll be coming up with part 2 of this video, where I'll be talking about the signs of an unhealthy relationship. You want to keep an eye. I want to know what you guys think about this video, the other points that I left out. Let's discuss in the comment section. Thank you for clicking in. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. See you guys in my next video. So have a nice day. Bye bye. Guys, a recap of what we talked today. We talked about signs of a healthy relationship, and the signs that I spoke about. We talked about communication, about trust, that there should be trust in a relationship, having a supportive partner, settle disagreements or conflict. You should watch out for that also. I also talk about your partner. You guys should be able to add value to one another. About the fact that a healthy relationship is not going to require you to sacrifice your friends, your families, or your loved ones, or other members of your family. Yeah, please go and answer my question in the comment section. I'm hoping to read your comment. Let's get it.